Hey, my name is Sam with Branch 7. Today we're going to be going over some CAD welding. We're going to be starting off with PPE, appropriate FR gloves, some FR sleeves, and a face shield, and a hard hat. Always want to have a fire extinguisher, different kinds of molds. This one happens to be a parallel mold. Got multiple different wire brushes and hair brushes for cleaning the molds out. Some of these you just got to get in there and get all the junk off so that you don't have a lot of slag in on your weld. These you can use for cleaning out inside the grooves here so that you're having a nice clean weld. And this is a scraper that we use for getting the slag off of the cups. And you can go inside, chip anything away, and then this end here will knock the slugs out so that you have a proper weld next time. Next, we're going to be using a torch. It's important to have a torch so that you can heat up the wire and heat up the molds to get all the moisture out. You don't want to have moisture in there when you're welding because you can have an explosion. Obviously, cutters for cutting the wire. This is your igniter gun. This you clip onto your shot cup down here, and it goes onto a little electrical connector on the end. It sends a signal in there and ignites the cup. It's important when you hook onto that you have this detached from the handle so that there's no accidental firing of the shot cup. You want to look down inside your mold in the little hole and make sure that you can see your wire butted up nicely together. All right, we're going to heat up the wire and the mold to make sure that we get all the water, if there is any, out of the wire and get the moisture out of the mold so we don't have any explosion. Next, we're going to put the igniter clip onto the shot cup. And then you drop it into your hot mold. You want to close your lid. You always want to check the wind. Make sure you're upwind from where you're firing it off from. And let your coworkers all know that you're firing so there's no misinterpretation. Plug your cord back into your igniter gun. Firing. All right, next you're going to walk up to your mold and you're going to want to kick it open with your foot. And you're going to want to watch for it to cool down. You ideally want it to not be molten in the middle. And you're going to wait for 30 seconds or so. So when you open up your mold, it doesn't possibly splash back on it. All right, and then after you're done with the shot, you're going to be left with the cup inside. And you want to try to wiggle that out of there if you can. Otherwise, you'll have to turn it over and insert this rod into the hole. And you want to knock your cup out, and you want to make sure that the hole is freed up so that your next shot, the metal can go down into the mold and create a proper weld. And after this is cooled down and you're inspecting your weld, you want to make sure that the slag is at the top of your weld and you have good connection with your welding media into the wire, and the slag is not down in here creating a spot for it to stress crack.